This is my planer, and those of you that watch my channel know that I use a lot of rough wood that I saw on my sawmill. And the problem with this planer, what we're going to be making today is this base that's on here. And in my shop, my table saw gets in the way of this because this was so short. And in order to plane like an 8-inch board, I had to get it at a really weird angle, and I couldn't get past the machine to feed it in one side and out the other. So I made this frame to raise it up out of an old bed frame that I got on the side of the road the other day, and it has solved the problem. This is another project in my ongoing attempt to prove that even though you can't weld very well and you're not real bright, you can still make projects that actually get the job done and will work for you. So in this video, I'm going to include a bunch of the things that went wrong. Certainly don't take any suggestions from me about moving heavy equipment, because I almost knocked it over a couple of times. And lucky that it didn't get hurt or me in the process. So, alright, let's get started. Alright, this is what we're going to use to make it. It's a bed frame that somebody was throwing out. I picked up off the side of the road. Alright, so I'm going to get this cut up. I have one of the feet clamped down to the table, and I'm trying to weld this nut onto here, and I've got it threaded into bolts so I can kind of see how straight it is, the orientation. So I got it all clamped down, and now I'm getting ready to tack it in place. And there we go. Seen prettier welds before, but that ought to do it. Okay, so now we're going to get these feet welded onto the frame. Now these nuts that I put on here are actually 1/4 20s, and I think that's what they are. But I need them to be 8, it's metric. 8 1.25, so I got to tap them out. And I did test this before I welded them on here, and it does leave enough thread when I do this to make it work, because I didn't have any metric bolts. And let's see if you can see the threads. There, makes a halfway decent thread. Alright. Alright, so that'll make a decent foot. I'm going to get this hole drilled through here. I'm going to start it with a 3/16. This would have been easier if I'd done it before I welded these on there, but it'll work. Alright, now we'll get this bracket welded in place. These are the blanks for the braces to hold the wheels, and I'm just going to round one end of them and get them, the burrs cleaned up from sawing. I'm going to drill the hole for the axle of the wheels. Now to get these brackets lined up, what I've done is I've bolted the wheel in here, and so these are tight, bolted up tight, and now I'm just aligning them with this back edge, and I'm going to get them tacked down. Alright, now the tricky part, I gotta try to get it up underneath there. Alright, let's try this. Okay, so I gotta get my blocks out of the middle. That was kind of stupid. And I got one already done on the back, and now I'm gonna see if I can get this one into the front. I think we're stuck on that rivet right there. There we go. So there's two, I got this up underneath there. And when I built this, I thought, you know, this isn't really heavy and there could be too much flex. And I thought, well, I'll just try it and see. That was really a dumb idea because that thing is heavy. And I should have just done this in the first place so I didn't have to move that thing off of here twice. Okay, so what I've done is I've just taken another piece of bed rail and stuck it up underneath here like that. That was a lot easier the first one. There we go. Okay, so I got good welding here, and then I'm going to mark this, and I'm going to cut it a little short of that because it's going to need to slide up. Alright, so that's the cut. That's how I wound up cutting it. And this is actually a little bit too long. It's going to hang off this back a little bit, but that's okay. And so that's going to fit really well right there like that. I'm going to make another one for this side over here, just to be sure, because I don't want to move this again. Alright, here we go again. You know, when I had this off of here, I had every intention of cutting this rivet out, but I didn't. Okay, now I think I got to adjust my legs just a little bit. They're not long enough. Alright, there we go. Well, here it is finally up under there. Rolls really well. Locks in place. This is going to be much better than it was before. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video, and certainly don't take my recommendations for how to move a heavy piece of machinery, because I like to lost this one a couple of times. But as always, thank you for watching.